without taking their life. Okay, it's not our judgment that puts like a like a death sentence on someone. We are trying to bring them down to stop them from causing harm so that they can serve justice in the appropriate fashion. Now, we are also not marksmen, so obviously if there is a slip up, there's a slip up, right? We're not gonna no one's gonna hold it against you if from a mile away you're not able to hit the correct part of their body. However, it is for professionalism's sake and our training's sake that we aim for center mass. Now, I do expect there's probably going to be questions on this one. Does anyone have any questions regarding this so far?
To be clear, center mass is shoulders to waist, right?
It's the torso.
Is it still center mass if they face in the opposite way to us, so like they back?
Yeah, it's still shoulders to torso, shoulders to waist, right? So it's still your torso. Okay. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, so what would, like, say for example, there's a situation where we can only see the head of the suspect. What would we do in that case? Like if they're shooting and we can only see their head?
I believe if they're shooting, I mean, it's the only way you're going to be able to neutralize the suspect, right? I wouldn't suggest that you put yourself in harm's way trying to get a different angle on them. And if they're continuing to be an active threat from that position, then yeah, I would say so. I would say though that something that we will I mean, it's not going to be something that we can cover today. It's more so going to be you guys finding out in active situations. Officers should be looking to have different angles. They shouldn't all be piled together in a shootout situation, right? So there would hopefully be someone who does have that shot on someone. But sometimes it's just you just shit out of luck, you know? Is there anything else that so far that FTOs want to add in on? Is there anything that you feel like I haven't covered so far?
Roads here.
I mean, mine is more so like scenario based.
Can you speak up?
Okay.
I mean, I can cover my situation, but it's separate from this portion.
Okay. Let me keep going then, and then we'll get to Rhodes' part in a second. Okay. So whenever we shoot, we do have to acknowledge that that shot may end someone's life. Okay, so that's why it's last resort, right? We may be taking the life of someone. It's not our direct aim. Our direct aim is to neutralize the person. Okay, but we may end up shooting and taking their life with it. Something else to cover would be that officers will not open fire from their moving vehicle. Okay, the only time that we do that is if the suspects are opening fire from their vehicle and it's not possible to have units set up ahead to open fire on that vehicle. We should aim, if someone is doing that from their vehicle, to get a unit ahead of them. So this is where parallels will come in handy. But we do also acknowledge that sometimes that is not always going to work. Say if we're in the Vinewood Hills, it's going to be very difficult for someone to get to an intersection too quickly. It could also be that they start going off road, this, that, and the other. That will then be down to the scene command to tell you to open fire from your vehicle. Yeah, if you're just pursuing someone who has just shot an officer, but they were on foot whilst they shot the officer, they got into a vehicle to flee, you are not going to be shooting from your vehicle. We're not going to be performing any sort of drive-by on people. You should always be stationary, as that will allow you better control over the firearm also. Okay. Okay, so this is the part. Rhodes, have you seen this bit on the slides? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Which page?
So we're on slide 20. So this is the part that I'm bringing up next, is that we don't open fire to disable the vehicle. We use pits and spikes, right?
Yep. No, that's fine.
And then
I can, yeah. If you wanna cover that, I'll mention my
start that.
hypothetical after.
Okay. All right. So there is the case where suspects may use their vehicles as a weapon against officers. That can include ramming officers at high speeds or pitting at high speeds. Also blocking at high speeds as well. That does also happen with like small spaces like alleyways, parking lots, things like that. That is seen as a threat to our life. There are occasions where you are going to have to determine whether someone, it might have been like a sort of a mistake in the handling of a vehicle, or it's directly purposeful. At this point, we would say, that they are a threat to officers' lives, and therefore we should escalate to lethal. Just one thing real quick is we do not open fire to disable vehicles. The way in which we disable vehicles is through pitting and spiking. So maybe that we get, incredibly aggressive with a vehicle, but that wouldn't be so much after they've, used their vehicle as a weapon against us. We are going to try and bring that person into custody and stop what they're doing, because they could continue to be a threat to officers in that vehicle, right?
What the heck?
So the call may be made to open fire on the suspect that is driving that vehicle. Now there is a stipulation to this that Rhodes is gonna go through. Are you ready, Rhodes? I can carry on with you. Okay.
So in this scenario, I'm going to give y'all sort of a hypothetical here. All right. The hypothetical I'm going to pose here is, let's say there was a situation where there were 3 individuals in a vehicle fleeing from a bank robbery. There was a hostage, right? And when fleeing from said robbery, while they were recklessly driving, they slam into 2 individuals on a sidewalk, just completely run them over, not even realizing that they were there. And at that point, they're instructed by officers, let's say primary over the megaphone, to surrender or they'd be shot. To which they don't surrender. And you're informed by a commanding officer that we are clear to open fire on the driver. I'm trying to gauge here what everyone's answer is regarding the situation. So for additional info, in the midst of the panic of, officers opening fire upon this vehicle, the driver steps out and starts running on foot. Do you shoot the driver or not?
Can I see their hands? Do I see if they have a weapon in their hands?
There's no weapon in their hand. They're actively fleeing on foot.
No.
No, sir.
You'd have your gun out, but you wouldn't have an aim.
If you're speaking, just make sure you're speaking up so I can hear you.
No shooting.
I would say
Sure,
no.
but did you say that the commanding officer instructed us to open fire?
That is correct, yes.
Well, then I would follow chain of command and do what I'm told.
Wait, he told
Did they say
so
to
the
open
commanding
fire on the
officer,
vehicle or
she
the
told
driver?
us,
Well,
she
remember,
told
we
us to
don't open fire on the vehicle. The intent is to shoot the driver. But again, in the midst of the panic, upon being shot at, let's say they crash and the vehicle got disabled. When the driver exits, do you shoot the driver?
What are you there?
No, sir.
I would say no, because the threat was the vehicle, and now the threat's been neutralized.
That
I
is
still have my lethal out, but I wouldn't point it at them.
Yeah,
So-
I'd probably ask over radio for clarification.
so. In those situations, you don't necessarily have that amount of time. I mean, these are essentially split-second decisions. To be clear, in these situations where you are told to open fire and the context is because the vehicle is utilized as a weapon, once that vehicle is no longer at play, let's say the vehicle is disabled, again, not necessarily by us shooting it, but they crash the vehicle, whatever the situation is. If that vehicle is out of the question, they're no longer in possession of that weapon. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If the intent of shooting them is because they are a danger driving that vehicle because they've already run 2 people over, that vehicle's out, although you were instructed to shoot the driver, that was under the assumption that, again, they were driving the vehicle, which was the weapon. But if they step out, they're no longer in possession of it. But in saying that, if that same person were to get into another vehicle and take off again, I mean, at that point, they're now in possession of a similar weapon, right? You're sort of
You
back
shoot
at
them as
square
they get
one.
in then?
So that's going to depend on context. Not immediately, because you don't necessarily know if they're actually in possession of a vehicle that they have keys to. If that vehicle needs to be lockpicked, and you have ample opportunity to utilize many other methods to get them out of the car. But unless you have an additional reason to shoot them, whether that be, they now have a firearm, they've threatened an officer or something like that, to be clear, again, because I've seen this happen right in front of me. I've seen someone get gunned down despite the fact that they were no longer in that vehicle. That was the entire reason for calling to shoot. So just please keep that in mind. Again, you
what
can
did you just
escalate and
do?
de-escalate just as easily, all right? And just because you've gone up doesn't mean you can't come down. But hopefully that clarifies sort of this this use case that I guarantee every one of you will run into. I promise. May not happen immediately, but you will run into it. Don't be the person that shoots an unarmed individual after they stepped out of a car that was used as the weapon. Any questions? None? All right. All right, Viv, you can take it back.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, something that we're going to hammer home today, and something that has already hopefully been drummed into everyone's heads, is the need to communicate exactly what you're doing over radio. If you have to open fire for whatever reason, you need to communicate this over radio as soon as you possibly can. Now, I understand as soon as you open fire, you're probably not going to be in a position to do that. But if you have a break between you opening fire, communicate immediately. Whether it's that you need backup, whether it's that you've just shot a suspect down. Because what will happen is if other officers hear gunshots and hear nothing from you, they're going to, people are going to question, first of all, shots.
Poor
You'll
Cassidy.
hear a lot of people go shots over the radio, but also people are going to assume that you are either hurt, down, incapacitated, whatever. So we do need that. We need that communication from you ASAP. Okay, we need to know where we need to go, what we need to do to help you, and to prevent any further danger to life. Okay. All right. So before you ever open fire, there are multiple things you kind of have to think about beforehand. It's going to seem like, oh my God, am I going to remember all of this? Yeah, you will, and you'll get quicker at being able to assess things. It's going to come with your experience as you go along. But the sorts of things that you need to consider before you open fire is like, what is the severity of the crime? Is the suspect an immediate threat to law enforcement officers or other people in the area? Is the suspect resisting? Are they complying? What is the mental state of the suspect as well? Are they understanding your warnings? Are they understanding your communication with them? Are there less lethal options that are more suitable? Because if you haven't considered less lethal and you're jumping immediately to lethal, there's a problem. So as long as you have considered less lethal and they are not appropriate, then you should be good. And then what are the objective facts of what's happened during that incident? Okay. Now, for every incident that occurs, every incident that you are responding to, there will always be a primary officer. Okay. Now, something that I want you guys to get into the habit of is understanding and
Leon?
acknowledging the fact that the first person to arrive on scene will generally be considered the primary unless they request help with it or a commanding officer is needing to step in because it's become a bigger situation than it was originally. If that happens, please don't take offense to it. That's what we're here for, right? Is to support you guys. The primary of the situation is usually the first person who arrives, for the simple fact that they will have the majority of the information. They will be the most knowledgeable because they were the first ones to arrive, so they've seen more than anybody else regarding this incident, unless that it's part of an ongoing investigation. When it comes to opening fire on scenes, obviously, unless your life is directly in danger, it'll usually come down to, such as like a hostage negotiation, it'll come down to a commanding officer who is a part of that scene or the highest person on duty. If there is a scene that is complex, and it may come down to opening fire on people who have held someone hostage or currently have a hostage, the highest ranking on duty should be involved in that situation at that point. Okay. All right. The last important part of this to remember is that every situation is unique, and we treat every situation as such. Okay. Yes, there'll be times where you'll go through a list of tick boxes and be like, this, and this. We do this, but you should always consider what we were talking about with the questions and the sort of little checklist that we're going through. We're always going to be flexible in our responses. What we may do one day might differ the next, and that's going to be because there are going to be differences between the two incidents. We need to try and produce basically the appropriate outcome for that situation. All right. And it is part of our duties to be willing to adapt. So if you are unwilling to adapt to each situation and treat it as such, then this probably isn't the right place for you. I'm just going to say that. Each situation comes with its own needs, and we need to make sure that we fulfill that as best as we can, okay? All right, Tennessee versus Ghana. I don't want everyone shouting out. I want someone to put their hand in the air and I'll pick you, but does anyone know that case law? Cool. Okay, Ramona?
When you're ready for me to state it up.
Yeah, just explain to me what you understand of that case law.
Rapture, thank you for the 55 months.
Ghana, so you
Appreciate it.
use a deadly force to prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect only if you have a good faith belief that the suspect poses a significant threat of death or serious physical injury to the officer or others.
Yeah. Okay. Does everyone understand that? There is a second part to this case law as well. Does anyone know the second part?
Yeah, sir. When a non-violent felon is ordered to stop and they submit themselves to police, so ignoring that order does not give a like a rise to like a reasonable good faith belief that the use of deadly force is necessary unless it has been threatened. I'm guessing that's the part.
Yeah.
These numbers.
Yeah. So you know, if someone hasn't been
I can't
violent,
wait.
okay, and they're just resistant. So say someone's just robbed a house, all right, and they're running. We're not gonna like give a warning that we're gonna shoot if they continue resistant. They haven't been violent, all right. They wouldn't fall under that. We're not covered by that at all. As long as you can articulate that suspect in particular fleeing from, a call or where they have threatened violence or they have committed violence, all right. As long as you can articulate, this is the important thing, that you have the good faith belief that that person is going to continue to be a threat to yourself, to other officers, to the general public. If you can't do that, just don't open fire. if someone has already shot at officers, okay, and they continue to have that weapon on them, even if you don't see it in their hands, all right? Just a quick one as well, actually. If someone has their hands up and they're running and they've just shot an officer and they're still running,
No, you shoot them.
they're not surrendering, okay? They might have their hands in the air, but they are not surrendering. All right, they've just shot an officer. They still have that gun on them. They're still fleeing. Okay, so if you give them that one warning, hey, if you don't stop resisting, I'm gonna shoot you. Okay, and then you shoot them, they may try and say, but I had my hands up. That it doesn't work. If they're still running, they're not surrendering. Any questions regarding that? Okay, well now is now.
I do
Sorry.
have one.
Yep.
If someone, let's say, held up an officer with a gun but didn't shoot them, maybe just like, I don't know, held them hostage or something, and then managed to like escape around a corner, what would be the force user? Like, can we chase them?
Okay, so this is something that's actually recently changed in our SOPs. So it's something that we should again, this comes down to the flexibleness and uniqueness of the situation. It'll be down to the discretion of the commanding officer of that scene. Now, something that we don't want to, we don't want people continuously taking us hostage to get whatever they want, all right? And continuously posing a threat to us. But there may be other means of handling it, and we should visit that first before we open fire, right? Like I said,
Why does Cassidy look like a
I'm
janitor?
not saying that you'll never open fire on people in that sort of situation as they flee. But other things will be weighed up beforehand, and there'll be people who make that decision in terms of commanding officers. Have I missed anything with the explanation on that? Do you guys have anything to add to that explanation?
No, I think you covered most of it.
Haley? Did you say no?
No, just as far as like the shooting, just know that you're supposed to open fire. Don't just open fire without permission or, again, fleeing felon to protect yourself, okay?
Say now we're on scene with multiple officers, and an officer decides to shoot, but you disagree with that decision. Do we go with the officer who shot?
Were you given the order to shoot, or is someone just randomly opening fire? I'm confused.
No, like, so say we're on scene and an officer has seen the situation in a different way to everyone else, but has decided to shoot without permission. So then the other officers back that officer up, or do we hold back?
That's a really vague situation. You say that they're opening fire without permission. The only time like you're gonna open fire without permission is if your life is in immediate danger, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, this is part of the reason why we should be communicating on radio. He or she should be explaining over the radio, like, okay, they might open fire with a couple of shots, but then they're going to be saying they're pointing a gun at me, okay? And then obviously you're going to know then the reason why they're opening fire. People should not be blindly
Ultra,
opening
thank
fire.
you for the tier 2, 41 months. I appreciate it.
Okay. And if your life is in danger because someone is opening fire at you, try and get that information out, because you're going to get the backup that you need by getting that information out.
I think one of the only times you wouldn't follow through with a direct order to shoot is if you are somehow privy to information that would make it so that the person who matches the description in front of you does not, like, if you're privy to information that makes it so that it could not have been that person for the crime that they're being shot over, essentially. Like, let's say there's an individual matching a very similar description in the area, and you now know for sure there are two individuals matching that description, one of which was not involved. I mean, that's like one of the few situations I would say is like one of those, like, if you are not confident in the target you are shooting at, don't take the shot.
Yeah.
Right? Because you are responsible for those bullets that come out of your gun. And if you shoot the wrong target, that falls on you. If the call to shoot was made on someone, and you misidentified the target, that's not the commanding officer made a mistake call. That's you had the wrong target call.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you have to make that decision. But communication is key in all of these scenarios.
Yeah. Yeah. If for whatever reason people aren't aware as to why they are opening fire, then that's a failure in communication that should be addressed appropriately. Okay. Has anybody else got any other question before we move on to like the group section? No? Okay.
How's a dynasty?
All right. Stand yourselves up. Have you guys got groups to get everybody into? Has anyone got the groups?
Viv, by the way, Faye is stuck on the train, so I need to grab a couple of them and go down to Mission Row, walk out, and see if she can get in the train. Oh. What's up, Watson?
Okay, just the FTOs that were teaching the groups yesterday spread apart, and then if you find the FTO you were with yesterday. If you didn't have an FTO, just stay where you're at, and then we'll put you with the new FTO. That's going to be the easiest way to set up the groups.
Yeah.
So Lucas's
yeah.
group this way. Lucas's group this way.
Which time
take-
yesterday?
We had two
Right.
sets.
Yeah, which time
Shift 3,
yesterday?
Frost if you're with me. Shift 3, Frost over here.
Let go of me. I can stay with them.
Okay. No, you were with King.
I was
Aphrodite, you
with
were the king.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The
This
medicine
is
is wearing
fine.
off.
This
Yo,
will
do
be
you
a
like the
stepping
memes,
stone,
man?
and then I can move people around from here.
Good. Good.
How you doing today, sir?
Alright, Lucas, how many people do you have?
I have 4.
Okay. The two of you can go with Lucas right over here.
Hey, don't say that.
Game time. It's game time, bitches. Also, this ain't Lucas group. This Alice group. Just so you know, bitch. I've been like 35 hours.
Okay, I gotta go.
Oh my god.
Girl, Ricky, get the fuck back here.
Noah, come this way. Come here.
No.
Alright.
Blackwood, where are you?
Yo, what's good, Fritz, bruh?
People that you have in your all's group, whoever's group this is. Or no?
Okay.
How's it going? There's no.
What's up, everybody? Is everybody having a good day?
I see it, Cassidy. I see it.
5.
I see it with the vest. I do. I don't know why. When your vest was off, you were giving janitor vibes. I don't know why.
I'm wearing the same outfit as
I
everybody
know.
else. Why
That's
do
the
I give
crazy
janitor?
thing. I don't know.
Okay, so this is our group.
AFTOs, I have
You're gonna be with this
couple of
group.
shift
What?
cadets
Why are you looking at me
that were
like that?
skiing yesterday. Does anyone
I'm taking care of it.
Viv, which group did you want me to join?
Just put up an umbrella.
You know?
Doing janitor.
Yeah. Yep.
You
Sweep away the water that's gonna keep on coming.
Yeah, you can be under my umbrella.
Yeah,
sure. President, it's not Officer Lucas. It's Senior Officer to you.
Sorry.
Right,
Senior
right,
Officer
get it right.
Lucas.
I'm sorry. Did I just hear a level of disrespect?
Get
no,
him.
sir.
No.
No,
Name?
sir. Ricky Jules, sir.
Something Jules? Is that what I heard?
Ricky Jules, sir.
Ricky Jules. Okay. All right. Ricky.
Yes, sir.
Ricky.
I got my eye on you.
Do we have an Australian in our group? Someone please say Ricky like H2O. I beg of you.
How do you say it?
That is an old show. Holy shit.
You mean H2O just add water?
Don't be
Yeah, like the
mermaids.
mermaids.
Yeah, the mermaids and shit.
The OG one.
Oh.
Water.
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 Clear
Clear. Nor clear.
Garcia's a mermaid.
What?
Wow.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Hey, who's Garcia?
What does that mean?
Everyone
This guy.
introduce yourselves. Everyone introduce yourselves right now. Go.
You called
Left to
yourself,
right.
What?
Garcia, come on.
Our
Say your
left to right,
name and
but
your
you're right to
favorite
left.
Color. Come on, Garcia.
Why you sound like that when you say? My name is Joel Garcia. What's up, guys? Favorite color is red.
Okay.
Whole lot of red shit. Okay, Ricky.
Yeah, it's me. Name is Ricky
Need
Jules.
one more-
My favorite
or two
color
more
is
FTOs in my group since I'm the only one here.
lavender.
I'm by myself
What did you just do?
Holy.
Yeah, so you can. Hang
Yeah,
on.
it's a
Hang
color,
on.
yeah.
So
Wow.
Haley, go to
Thanks.
Sky. Faye, go to what?
Okay, one of you go, and then one of
Bottom
you
needs
go
a
to
group by
Sky.
himself. Do you have only 5 in your group, Sky?
Where am I needed?
Hold
I'll add
until we
Hold,
find
hold.
the floaters.
Holding.
Lucas's group has 7 people, so and it's just Lucas and myself, so you can come.
One group can join Davenport's group because they got 5.
It's okay. Wait a second.
Alright, have all the FTOs got the armor plates out of my car?
One of you want to volunteer to swap to a different group? I don't care. I'll pick someone.
Hi guys, since I just came over
Okay,
here.
perfect. Thank you. Come this way.
Bye, Gregory. Okay, next.
Hi, I'm Kaya. Kaya Quinn, and my favorite color is pink.
Ooh, okay.
Did anybody pick purple while I was gone?
There was a lavender.
Oh, that counts.
That was like pick me behavior. I feel like, to be honest.
Oh.
Wow.
What was
What?
that?
Oh my god.
Wait, who picked lavender? I didn't hear that.
It was me.
Ricky.
I picked lavender.
Oh.
Damn.
I picked violet. Violet's better.
Bitch, watch your mouth.
Oh.
I'm just being smart, man. I'm like, trying to make up for, disrespect.
Okay.
FTOs, can you come and get your the armored plates from the car,
Okay,
please,
stay
so that
here.
you can do your aim practice?
Viv, just save me.
Lucas, you want me to grab some as well?
Yeah, sure. I hope you know I'm not in my mind right now. Just so you know.
Yeah, no, you're good.
What is it, sorry?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Channel 8.
How many plates should we take, Viv?
I think I got around 40. I can't remember. So,
Okay.
however
How
many.
is there over there?
I have 6 in total.
Is there 6 of them over there?
I think so.
I think there
give
is.
one per recruit, I guess.
They only got 5 instead of going in that group of 7.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ruby. Yes, like the gem. Ruby York.
Oh.
And my favorite color is emerald green.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ruby.
Yeah, very
That was very
specific.
bougie, but
Not
pretty.
Sally
solid
green,
color.
but emerald.
Oh,
Why didn't
I like
everyone
emerald.
go ooh when I said lavender?
Because you were trying to suck up. It was obvious.
Right.
Yeah.
Lucas
Pick
Lavender,
me,
suddenly your
pick
favorite
me.
color.
It's
Mm-hmm.
not fair.
I'm just saying, if Ruby was here, you probably would have said Ruby.
So,
Well,
what's your
no.
actual favorite color, Ricky?
it's lavender.
There's no
But
way.
you just said that you said that to make up, so clearly it's
So,
Well, yeah, well, I can't take
describe
it
the
back
color
now.
of lavender. What does lavender look like?
It's like a shade of purple.
Lavender
Dr.
does
Colorblind
smell
ass.
nice. It does smell nice.
It
though.
does smell
It's very
amazing,
nice.
doesn't it? Thank you for
Yeah.
the compliments. You guys are so kind.
It
What?
tastes
They were
good
talking about the
too.
flower.
It does taste
Isn't it
good.
like what grandmas put in their undies drawer?
Oh, don't be shady,
Oh.
Ruby girl. Hold on.
She's not wrong though.
Oh,
To be fair, they put a lot
Alicia.
of things in a lot of places.
What?
True.
I'm more like
Hold
Joel,
on.
if you just want to group up
the
really quick to talk
sweet
about what's about to
lavender,
happen.
not
We
the
got them in
aged
groups.
lavender.
All the FTOs
Hold
want
on.
to come to
Ruby, you talk
the
about
umbrella
the
stack that's not all
mothballs.
of the other ones.
Oh my god.
No,
No, the little
like,
packets, the
like,
paper packets.
like
Yeah,
my,
the
my
little
great
purple
nan,
bag.
Yeah, yeah, had a little bag with lavender in it, and she had it in her knickers drawer.
Lucas, Rose.
Yeah.
Use them a lot at weddings too.
Oh, one moment. Sorry, we got caught up.
Oh, you're okay. We're just waiting a second, anyways.
Excuse me.
Okay, I'm gonna be really honest. What's the rundown of what's happening here?
Okay, so if you look at slide 22, you're going to be taking them through how to load and unload the firearm and taser. So that includes loading up the magazines. Okay, then you're going to go on to handling, which will be how you control your firearm. You know, making sure that you don't open fire too quickly. That's where you're going to be aiming at the plates of armor. So if you line up the plates of armor, right, they can aim at them, like the target practice sort of thing. You're going to demonstrate crossfire and not what to do. You know. And then how to store their firearms as well. Take them through that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so we're just doing slide 22 right now.
Yeah, this is just slide 22, yeah. Get them to clean up afterwards as well, because otherwise there's going to be a ton of projectiles and stuff around here.
Okay, sounds good. Are the plates, they're in the back of the Izzy, are we setting them up on the bleachers? Or are we dividing between all of the bleachers?
Just go, I would just go to wherever you want to go around the entire airfield. They can go on the ground, on the bleachers, wherever the fuck. I don't mind where you take your group, to be honest.
Okay, sounds
That's
good.
all fine. As long as we're not shooting towards each other, we're all good.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Let's go. Hey, Haley.
Hey, how are
Good
you,
morning,
Lavender?
bitch. I'm good.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Used as a weapon. Yeah, that's a good example.
Oh my god.
Fucked up after that.
I'm sorry, I don't see it at all.
I see it.
Yeah, I don't see the whole.
I don't know.
Here I am being nice, be like,
Yeah, I
oh,
can
we
see
should
it.
move, and he just runs us over.
It's like right now. You can look at it right now, like right under the little clippy part.
Oh
See it?
wait, I do see it. I see what you mean.
Wait,
That's
under
the
what
only
clippy
thing.
part? Wait, hold on. Let me see.
Under the
Clipping.
clippy part, there's like a little
clip
hole.
is clipping.
Oh no, that's because it's moving
Grab
in
a
the
car,
wind.
and then the rest of you hop in this car.
It's
Somebody gotta get this
moving.
one, someone else
It's
grab
fluid.
another FTO, grab a car.
Locked with
What
guy.
happened to the Izzy with the plates in it?
Well, I put it over here. Everyone got theirs. I can bring it back.
I've got the
I
plates for our
can
group.
grab it. Oh, you've got. Never mind. Okay, somebody got it first. Thank you.
No worries.
I don't know. I think they make the guys look buff too, so
Get
it's
in the
nice.
car.
Oh, hello.
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 How are
oh,
you?
That's you.
It is me.
Hi.
Am I getting in here?
Yes. Hop on in. There should be enough room for everybody.
Cool.
Okay.
Ruby.
Is there room in this car?
No, the other one.
Ruby, are you coming?
I don't know what I'm doing. Where are we going?
We're gonna go.
Oh, I
Shooting
love
guns. You wanna shoot guns?
What's in this car?
Shooting guns.
Wow. Are you shooting guns too, Frost?
Yeah, I'm shooting guns with these guys.
Okay.
Hop on in.
Gun shooting. cars
Jump
here.
in. Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Don't worry. You're gonna be fine.
I'm at the southern end of the airfield.
Not shooting each other, right?
I'm behind you.
No.
One is gonna take the middle features, I guess.
Lucas, hold on.
Oh. Oh!
I done told you to hold on.
I did. I tried to. I'm tired.
If you wanna set it all up, Rhodes, do you need help?
Should be good.
Okay. Jimmy?
Jimmy? Where's Jimmy?
Hmm.
Do you need help?
Should be good. I was just wondering how high I should put them.
About the middle. About where my
Like
feet
here? It's a little crooked.
are. But yeah, you got it on the right thing.
Hold on, hold on. Here we are.
Oh.
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 Hold on.
Oh.
Are you good?
Fine.
Oh man, this is Hello. Hold on. I can put him straight on the top one, but not the center one. Right? Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm seeing it, but yet I put the other ones on down there just fine.
I mean, are we being safer if we just have them shoot up so that they don't accidentally? I don't know. The top one's no problem. Easy. Look at this. I know, but I don't.
Okay, that
I mean,
looks
it's either that
doable.
or they're sideways. I don't.
You guys need help?
We trying to get them straight. They're a little wonky at the moment.
I can help if you need me to. I can try.
I don't know if you can. That's the issue.
Well, maybe you need to get up on the bleacher and really get it snug up in there.
I'll put a barrier down here.
I believe in Ruby. I feel like she's cooking right now. Look at her. Ruby.
I got one.
Oh, I see.
How come it works on the other ones?
I don't think it would be the worst thing if y'all even just put them on the ground though.
I'm just gonna drink this non-carbonated water. All right, you've got one. Well done.
This is so hard. Fuck. I'm gonna lose it.
Tried the other places, it's not better either.
Oh, okay. Oh, easy. Oh, look at me go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hmm.
Yeah, I went and looked at the other ones,
I got these so far.
and the other ones are longer. I think that's why. These ones are shorter.
How should
If I
I?
hear one more person call them bleachers, I'm going to make them sit their ass on this awful metal.
How should I space these out? We have 6.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Well, but I need 2 more. Should I just go to the other one?
I suppose so. We'll just have to bend it a little bit. Just bend the queue.
All right. I'm hopeful. Oh, I did it.
Listen.
That's the hardest thing I've ever done.
You've done parkouring right into Maze Bank. That was difficult.
Today was a lot of firsts.
And now you've done this. This is incredible.
Yeah, I even got dapped today. Yeah, it's a bunch of firsts. Yeah, I got dapped.
What?
There's like a laundromat. I was in the midst of
You don't have a dab.
well, there's a report, but it's not like fully complete type deal.
Okay.
The laundromat went off. 3 units immediately called out. I was in the middle of a 38. They were asking questions and stuff, got caught up in conversation. By the time it was over, they were UTL, and the people didn't take too lightly to that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, hostage comes first.
I know how to fix this.
No, they... What?
Fix what?
Yeah, no, we have them all up there.
I know. We just started training to shoot for the head.
Oh, yeah, we could put them at the top.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, none of us are laughing.
Okay.
Yeah. Not the right audience. Especially after 2 officers just got shot down.
Well, I mean, it was by a cop, though.
I also got wrenched. That was a first. That was a first. I got wrenched by Irwin Dundee.
Gosh.
Oh, classic.
Has the range been set up, or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, look,
The
all
range
6
has
of
been
them.
set up
It's a little wonky.
on the deflectors.
We have 7.
One more. We need one more.
Oh.
He's on it right now. He's doing it right now.
Are these too close? No, actually, probably not. 7.
Yeah.
Got 7.
You guys can't add. There's 7.
I thought we only had
use them
6.
while on duty. So, whenever you get off duty, you need to take the magazine out of the gun, clear the chamber. I believe in the armory there's a place you can check the.
Where the fuck's the 7th?
Guns cleared, and then you just store
Oh.
the firearms safely in your.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, why y'all pointing like shame?
In the gun safe in your locker.
We're not.
Make sure the guns are never loaded when you're storing your guns. Always get in the habit of taking out the magazines. Same with evidence. Whenever you're handling a gun in evidence, make sure all the magazines are taken out. The bullets are out of the chamber, so clear the chamber. All the attachments are off the gun, and store each kind of individual piece of the gun in the evidence locker.
I look good in short sleeves.
Questions?
Mm-hmm.
Is that clear? All right.
Confirm.
Our weapons licenses. So after today, you'll get a firearms certification. Our weapon licenses are just for PD firearms. If you want a civilian license, you need to get a civilian license from the DOJ. Now, line up in front of the targets. Stay on this line, so where the concrete turns to asphalt. Pick a target, line up in front of it. Targets are going to be the armor plates.
Yep, no problem. McQuillan has got this for sure.
put your vests on. Every single one of you, put your vests on. Ricky, right
Yes,
here, the
ma'am.
damn giant gaping hole that has your name on it.
Lock it in, Ricky. Lock it in.
Log it in, Frost.
Oh,
Officer Frost.
did you say locked it in or lock it in?
Locking it in. Locking it in.
Lock it in. Okay, see, there's.
Locking it in. Hey, boss.
All right. You guys should have 5 fully loaded magazines. Do you guys have spare bullets on you, or?
Really quick, if I could just have you move just a little to the left. There we are.
You
Perfect.
guys should be evenly spaced from each other.
I need a scoot a little to the left, babe. Perfect.
I just don't want people being too close to each other. All right. Yep. This is good.
How many So you guys have loaded all your magazines. How many spare bullets do you guys have?
None.
None. So all your magazines. Okay.
Wait, no.
So we have.
I 100% had them only get as many as they needed to
Yep.
fill up the shit that I
All
had to
good.
buy. I'm sorry, my bad.
I'm gonna say these instructions once. I'm not gonna repeat myself. You better listen clearly. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the plates in front of you, they're labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I think that's 7. From left to right. So McQuillan's A. Second's B. Third is C. The next rack is D. Garcia's E. F, and then G. When I say set, that's your own target. When I say a number, that is how many bullets you're going to shoot. When I say reload, that's when you can reload. So for an example, I can say A2, set 1, G3. Is that clear?
No, sir.
No.
No? What's unclear?
Could you repeat that again, sir?
I'm dyslexic.
A1,
Yeah, can you repeat it?
A3, what?
I just said I'm saying it once. You better be paying attention. I'll say it one more time and that's it. So the targets in front of you, they are labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay? The one in front of you from McQuillan will be A, Benoit's B, Jules is C, Annie's D, Garcia's E,
All right, so I got you.
Quinn is F, and Ace is G. Okay? Is that clear?
Confirm.
When I say a number, that is how many bullets you can discharge. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
When I say set, that is your own target directly in front of you.
Yes, sir.
So an example will be, I'll start off with ready to unholster your firearms. Not this, don't do it yet. I'm just saying this is an example. Will be ready, aim, and you can aim. So ready means unholster. Oh, sorry, I'll keep it simple. Unholster, aim. Then I'll say a string of numbers and letters, and then you should be able to follow these instructions at discharging your firearm. At the end of this, everyone should have the exact same number of bullets in their magazine. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
I have one question.
What's your question?
One of my magazines is empty now. I'm not sure what happened. I just had 4 full magazines in one now.
I will give you the 12 bullets. Hold on.
I got the bullets.
Okay, that works.
everyone have-
Unfortunately, this does happen, by the way. So if y'all actually wouldn't mind, just make sure y'all reload your guns, because that may happen. It has happened to all of us. Just make sure all of your additional mags and whatnot are full.
Also, one last question. Do the magazines, all of them have to be out of our backpacks for them to be reloaded into the gun?
They just have to be
No.
kind of on your duty belt. and then you can just load them, and you should be fine. Reload them, and you should no issues.
Thank you.
All right, is everyone ready?
Affirm.
Unholster.
Yes, sir.
Aim. Set 1 C3 E2. Fire. How many bullets do you guys have left in your magazines?
12.
12.
How do you have 12 bullets when you just shot your gun?
You didn't call my name.
Sir.
You didn't call me.
Ricky.
I said a string. I said set 1 C3 E2. That means you shoot your own target once, you shoot target C 3 times, and you shoot target E 2 times. Can you guys not follow instructions? Is this complicated for them?
I'm be real, they probably didn't expect the string to be more than one instruction at
Sorry,
once.
sir, I didn't understand the set 1 business. Could
Okay,
you
yeah.
mix it, maybe do A, B, C, D, E, F, G 1?
Well, okay.
I thought you were gonna call our plate and we would shoot our plate.
No, everyone shoots at the same time. When I say set, that means shoot your own plate. When I say C, that means you shoot the 3rd plate in the firing range. When I say E, you shoot the 5th plate.
Oh boy, this is really gonna test people.
Oh, so you're talking about plates and not people?
No,
Yeah,
no.
I
The
did
plates
not-
are labeled A, B.
They all thought they were the A, B, C, D, Z, F, Gs.
Yeah, Okay, is everyone clear? Does that make sense to everyone now?
Yeah, I get it.
Everyone will shoot at the
Okay.
same time. The plates are labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You'll shoot at once. The string or the order is just saying which targets you are to shoot. Set is your own plate. A means everyone shoots the leftmost plate. G means everyone shoots the rightmost plate. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir.
Everyone want to face their targets and let's try again.
Y'all should reload your magazines and your guns if you haven't, because you're going to be off from when he asks you how many should be
Lucas?
in your chambers and things like that. So just
Reload your
make sure you fill all your magazines again, reload your gun, start over.
Not me sitting here going A, B, C, blah,
Bitch,
blah.
me too. I was going through the whole alphabet, hoe, like.
Oh my god. Ooh.
It's the same thing when I had to go to the stupid ass fucking academy. Captain Turner was talking about some shoot 3 bullets, now shoot 9, now shoot 2. Bitch, I can't count that fast. The fuck? And he's talking about some. Now, how many bullets do you have left? Girl, I don't fucking know.
Bitch, is this a math equation?
I pull my gun out and I go bow, 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 bow. And if they're dead, they're dead. And if they're not, I'm dead.
Them bitches be coming back alive though. They fall to the ground, they get back up. Blah, blah, blah.
On the ground, I'm gonna be reloading. It's that simple.
You know what? I'm gonna start carrying a wrench with me. I'm gonna start wrenching
swear to God.
bitches.
Well, we got a nice tech.
Where
need no rank.
at FTOs?
How come that nice stick took 2 hits to hit Alana?
What part is everybody at?
Wrench.
Lucas group is shooting target.
I'm 4, okay.
Same with my group.
Yeah.
We are almost done here.
Alright, perfect.
Stupid sticky notes. I'll make them bigger. Hold on.
I don't think you making them bigger is gonna help us see them.
Bigger. I'm making them bigger.
I can't see them at all.
It's not going to help if they don't know the A, B, C, D, F, Gs.
You can't
See,
see
this
those?
is a test on multiple
No.
levels, cadets.
the labels
Test on multiple levels.
Multiple levels, so you're right.
That's for sure.
All right, continue.
All right, has everyone got 12 bullets in their magazine? Everyone's got a fresh magazine?
Alice, that's even worse, bitch. I'm squinting. Hello? See, is that you?
He said they got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
You're lucky I got my GED.
We'll keep it simple. Unholster. Aim. Set. 1. Fire.